I'm gonna be watching a vid called "Why Music Addiction is Getting Scary." I want to watch this because not so much now, but before I would always need music, bro. Like I would need to listen to music when I had a shower. I would need to listen to music when I'm on the toilet. Everything, bro. I would like constantly have it. Like I wouldn't be able to sit there in silence. But no, I still listen to music quite a bit. Usually if I'm like driving, stuff like that. But it's not as bad as it was in the past for me. I used to have it on constantly. Like yeah, I just wouldn't. I wouldn't let myself just be in silence. Like But yeah, let's watch this.
Finish a shit, and it's because she's always on her phone. And this is not just directed towards Gen Z, it's just a cool title. And you have to realize phone addiction is not specific to one generation. It is not even a problem. Ignore the YouTube videos, ignore the studies. I'll save you 5 years of your life in 3 minutes. Just because something makes us feel good does not mean it is bad. This is pure fear mongering that phones are the problem, but this happens every generation, introducing new forms of technology.
I mean, it does. They say, oh, phones. But it's not phones, it's people. If it was a different, form, it would be the same thing like he said here with magazines and
all the way back in 1907, they were scared about magazines. Our modern family gathering silent, each individual with his head buried in his favorite magazine. Every generation likes to belittle the younger one, and this is not that sort of video. There is a genuine problem where I see everyone with AirPods in, minimum wage workers, people at the gym, people just shopping. They always need some sort of stimulation along with.
Like what I was talking about with me, I couldn't just be there in silence. I couldn't just have a shower without that added sound, the added stimulation.
Already doing a specific action. I cannot take a shit, I cannot clean my room without needing to have an AirPod, without needing to have music in, and scientifically, this ruins your dopamine. Suddenly, everybody wonders, why am I not motivated? Always feel tired, and just like drug addicts, they abuse a form of stimulant to the point where it's no longer meant to make you feel good, but normal. Without background noise, something always feels off. The food no longer tastes as good, and I personally think there is nothing wrong with intentional brain rot. The problem is people are not intentional with when they use TikTok or play.
But yeah, it's a stimulation, Yeah, I've had this problem with music. I would always need music. Or even in the past, like say just being on my phone, I would use that because I was that afraid of my own mind. Like just thinking about all the dumb stuff or bad stuff I've done or stuff, stuff. Just me thinking bad. And I would use phones, just technology, like it could be music, stuff like that. And yeah, bro, just distract myself.
Music.
What's up,
because
Hobo?
studies have shown
What's
that
up, bro?
music increases your dopamine. It feels good, motivates us to do work. We intrinsically assume that we must have more of that, and this is why everyone, even my parents, even old people, even babies, kids, Gen Z, everyone needs some sort of video playing in the background, whether it be a podcast or not. So what happens when all that noise and entertainment disappears? People begin to feel anxious, restless, everything becomes more dull. So you begin to play more music, play that video when you're eating your food, thinking that that was the solution when it is just
a big thing for me, bro, is like I gotta find myself a YouTube vid while eating a food. Like today, I had Schnitzel crave, bro, and I needed a YouTube vid, and I would spend like 5 to 10 minutes looking for a vid. It's pretty bad.
Symptom
before I can
like
enjoy my
dopamine.
food.
Every time you play music, it goes up, but like everything that goes up, it must go down. This is the start of all addictions. People assume that weed, this specific drug and stimulant, is going to make me feel better, and we always forget that it's really easy to abuse if you're in a situation, environment where it's
Why don't you have money,
constantly
bro?
normalized. A person will always smoke weed if
you have a
their
job?
friends smoke weed. And as a society, you go everywhere and see everyone with some sort of AirPod in, listening to a podcast, music, song. Nothing wrong with that. I don't care if people smoke weed, masturbate, do cocaine, but it only works
I mean,
to a certain
masturbating, chat.
extent. If you abuse anything, even as simple as music, it'll crash your dopamine. You
You gotta put the fries in the bag. You gotta put the fries in the bag. The Elden Ring boy. But yeah. Like, it feels good, like, with everything else, but eventually, it doesn't hit the same. It's like, when a drug addict, like, cocaine or whatever, they do it for the first time. And then, forever after that, it's them trying to find the same hit. Like, the same feeling of when it first happened, because it was like magic when it first happened, but after that, it just never felt the same, and they're just still chasing it, and that's why they're addicted. And it's not exactly the same with, like, say, music, with this example here, but, like, at the start, it was really good, really good, really good. But now, it's not really good, but they still, like, need it to, like, just function or, you know, get through the day.
will suffer the symptoms of low motivation, tiredness, and people with no intentionality or knowledge will up their dosage of listening to more background noise because everyone around them is also listening to something in their ear. High dopamine allows you to start work more easily, and if I'm in a mode where I want to procrastinate and not do anything, I play music. It's easier to begin the work, and a lot of people lose this tool of utilizing music to begin productive work because background noise is so easily abused in their daily lives that it is no longer potent, but a requirement to do anything. I know
This vid is crazy. Like, I would have never thought of someone making a vid on people listening to music too much, but it's true, bro. It's true. Because I know in, especially high school, there's probably always that one kid. I think someone, you know, can remember a kid that all the time, he would just have his earphones in, listen to music all the time.
so many motherfuckers who need to study, but they always need a YouTube video, a podcast, some type of music in the background. So what would normally take 2 hours of hard focused work becomes this long, laborious 5-hour study session of multitasking between learning and entertainment. The background noise is
Okay, for me, for this, I did listen to music, but it wasn't songs when I used to, like, do homework or study or whatnot. I forgot the thing, but it's just this, it was like this thing, it was like for 2 hours, and it was just sound. Like, it wasn't white noise, but it was like some sound, like, sort of music, but, like, it was, like, calming. It's like, you know, but it was for an hour. It's not like a song. It was just like this background noise. I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
this small problem in a grander scheme of people never feeling like they are accomplishing their goal fast enough. And it's because people lack the ability to be efficient. And there's this assumption that if I consume more, I will be able to do more because I know more. But that is wrong. Our brain can only consume so much information, and at a certain point, you will burn out. You are not an exception. It's like reading a book, but you're not actually reading. Too many people lose presence in their daily lives and go autopilot because they are not letting their brains breathe.
Yeah.
People forget that being
It's like, you know, you might have your eyes, you might be doing something, but you're not truly immersed in the moment when you've got, you know, when you're not listening, you're not truly in the moment. Like, example, this isn't music, but I'm at the gym, me and Fazbik. We're working out, we went to the gym. And, you know, we do a set and then we swap, the other person gets a rest. Then I go on. So he finishes his, then I go on. And I start hearing noise. I look at him. It's a hamstring machine. When you're on your stomach and then you're on your back and you lift your legs up. Like, you pull your legs towards your butt, the hamstring. I'm on that. Out of all the leg machines, I do not like that. I don't like doing hamstrings. But you still gotta do it. I still did it. And I hear a noise. I look. In between sets. Scrolling on TikTok. I was like, are you serious, bro? I was like, no, get off it. Get off it. You know? even though he did his workout, it's his time to rest. No, you're not. You're not hopping on TikTok between your sets. You gotta be in the moment. I told him you gotta be in the moment. If you're at the gym, we're at the gym. You're not gonna be at the gym for 3 quarters and then 1 quarter is you on TikTok. No, you're gonna be there. You're gonna immerse this. We're doing this right now. I want you to be in here. I gave him a whole little pep talk about it. He stopped doing it, but I gave him a pep talk. I was like, we're right here, bro. We're in the present. I want you to be in the gym working out. I don't want you distracted with something else. Not right now. We gotta focus. We gotta get in the zone in the gym. You know? And that's like TikTok. Bam, bam, bam. And you know, that is saying that's me talking about he's not fully immersed in the moment. Same as if someone's doing something and they've got music. It's like one of their senses. It's one of their senses, like eyes, touch, sound, ears. One of their senses is taken away, so they're not fully immersed in the moment.
Bore is integral to the human experience and improving on human innovation. Every philosopher became too many people lose presence in their daily lives and go
like what I was saying there.
Because they are not letting their brain.
That's what that little rant was about. Presence. Because he wasn't present.
Book, but you're not actually reading. Too many people lose presence in their daily lives and go autopilot because they are not letting their brains breathe. People forget that being bored is integral.
You gotta be okay with being alone with your mind. Lots of people can't do it. Lots of people drive them crazy, and that's why they need these things to distract themselves. Music, TikTok. I've been that before with YouTube videos or shorts or TikToks. I've been there because I was scared of just being alone with my own mind because of the thoughts I've thought. You know, the thoughts I think. But you gotta overcome that, and you can't just like doing this is watering down this experience, your experience, which is life. We're all experiencing life. You're watering it down with music in your ears because you're not 100% in the moment because one of your senses to take is off somewhere else.
To the human experience and improving on human innovation. Every philosopher became so profound in the old times because they were so rich and had nothing better to do but think. You are robbing yourself off of the opportunity to have independent thinking and create new, unique ideas. This results in decreasing people's quality of life because instead of creating your own path, everyone is listening to a podcast, an algorithm on how to think and feel about a certain situation.
That's so true. Like some people, their whole opinion is based on some YouTuber, you know? Like, say example, Moist Critical. Say there's a Moist Critical fan, maybe someone that Moist Critical is their favorite creator. There's people out there that base their whole mindset and thinking and opinion based on what he thinks. They might see something, oh, Moist Critical thinks like that, I think like that as well. That's so thoughtless, bro. You gotta think for yourself. Don't just let the media consume. Don't let the media that you consume you, you know? You might watch a bunch of stuff, same as me. I take in a lot of media, but I don't let it consume me. Consume my thoughts, my mindset. You know, I still have my own thoughts. Lots of it goes against it. And with you guys, you know, I'm out here putting out my thoughts, my opinions. But say I might be your favorite creator. That doesn't mean you would agree with everything I say. Because I'm not you and you're not me. You know? So you shouldn't be me and you should be you. Just be yourself. Think for yourself. Think for yourself. You know, you can get ideas and stuff like that, ideologies, mindsets, just a little bit from everyone. But you shouldn't base your entire thing on someone else. Because the whole reason they've got that mindset or them thoughts is because they've lived the life that you haven't lived. Everything that has happened in their life has built up to them thinking this way. And your story is different from everyone else's. No one else has the same story as you. So no one else should have the exact same opinions and thoughts that you do. Exact. But yeah, like what he's saying here. Just people don't have their own thoughts anymore because all they do is consume, and they become consumed. So they don't really think or come up with any ideas themselves because it's just getting fed to them. Idea, media, stories fed to them, and they don't create their own. You know, and this is also a thing I'm trying to work on. I'm trying to produce more than I consume with media content. I gotta work on that, but you know, I want to fix the ratios. So yeah.
New unique ideas. This results in decreasing people's quality of life because instead of creating your own path, everyone is listening to a podcast algorithm on how to think and feel about a certain situation. But everyone is different based on genetics, environment, background, and at some point you will have to carve your own path. But choosing to leave this autopilot mode of letting people think for us puts us in uncertainty, and like the old people hating on magazines, it is scary. I'd rather distract myself.
Fear of the unknown, bro. Fear of the unknown. That's what fear is. And it's like, why people are scared of the dark? It's the unknown, you know?
About music, autopilot mode of letting people think for us puts us in uncertainty, and like the old people hating on magazines, it is scary. I'd rather distract myself about music. I'd rather let people think for me because I don't want to think for myself, because when there is silence, you will have to confront all your problems. All the thoughts of everything you're trying to avoid with all these background noises comes attacking you. So people run away, and people do not like to be bored. Magazines, books are not bad, just like technology, iPhone, screen time is not bad. It is a tool to help progress humanity and make our lives better. The clear distinction is not allowing yourself to abuse it. You can easily use music, podcasting as a way.
It's all in moderation, bro. You need it in moderation. Just like food. There could be something healthy. They like fruit. But if you have too much, it's bad for you. Moderation. Same with sugar. Sugar isn't bad for you in moderation. The thing is, most people have too much sugar.
To increase your distinction is not allowing yourself.
And with this,
attacking you. So will have to confront all your problems. All the thoughts of everything you're trying to avoid with all these background noises comes attacking you.
Bro, this right here. Say last year, like mid last year, before I started working last year, like, cause like 2024 was the first full year, like first year since I graduated, graduated from high school, which was 2023. That year, I destroyed my sleep schedule. I go to sleep at like 5 or 6 a.m. The reason being, I would think so much about stuff, about like problems, all this, bad things that I could have done, just, you know, stuff like that. And the reason I destroy my sleep schedule so bad is because I was scared of my own thoughts, bro. Like, I didn't want to think about it. So then I would just, because, you know, because I'm not super tired. You know, it's like when you're not super tired, but you have to go to sleep because, you know, you gotta wake up early. It's like that. I try to go to sleep, but I'm not tired. So then I just think about these things that are like, I don't want to think about it. So then I'll go on my phone and watch videos. And then I'll stay up way longer watching videos. And then I'll just end up falling asleep when I couldn't, like, watch anymore. You know, when you're like, when it's playing and then you close your eyes, it'll be like that. And that's how I destroyed my sleep schedule for a very long time. Because I was scared of my own thoughts. So then I use my phone as a distraction.
So people run away, and people do not like to be bored. Magazines, books are not bad, just like technology, iPhone, screen time is not bad. It is a tool to help progress humanity and make our lives better. The clear distinction is not allowing yourself to abuse it. You can easily use music, podcasting as a way to increase your dopamine to get yourself into work, but people are not able to utilize this tool because they abuse it so much to the point where it isn't meant to boost you, but make you feel normal. Like, subscribe, buy my product, eyebrow growth, 10% off code Rambo. Toodly-doo.
Right freaking vid, bro. I'm gonna give him a sub. But yeah. Great vid. But yeah, this is such an interesting subject that he picked. You know, people talk about phone addiction, TikTok, but music addiction is real. Like, it's actually real. I've never really thought about it that much until I saw this, and then I thought about myself, and I was like, dang, I used to really need music all the time, bro. Even today when I had a shower, probably the last whole week, I would have my phone playing music. I'm gonna work on that. After saying this, I should probably work on that. You know, not listen to music when on like while taking a shower, or not scrolling on TikTok on the toilet. I'll work on that. But yeah, great vid. You know, very eye-opening, ear-opening, one might say. I don't know. I distracted. Anyways, very good, bro. Let me know your thoughts. Lots of people really just listen to music all the time. I still listen to quite a bit of music, but way less than previously in my life. But yeah, great vid. And if you listen to music and stuff like that, try to be in the moment. You don't always need earphones in. Be in the moment, bro. Enjoy life. Be in the moment of life. Be in the moment of what you're doing. Could be at the gym. Could be with friends, bro. If you're hanging out with friends and you got earphones in, bro, take that out. Take that out. How dare you? Like, you're hanging out with friends. You go, bro. What are you doing? You don't want to listen to us talk. You don't have a conversation. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, let me know what you thought about the video, and thank you for watching.